Hiya, my name's Anne Hughes and I'm one of the volunteer presenters on Sunny Govan. I have been doing my show, which is Ignite, the radio show, on a Monday night at 7 o'clock for almost 3 years. I've done 130 shows now, which I'm so proud of. And I wanted to tell you about what Sunny Govan means to me, and I think means to a lot of other people, and what it does for Govan. When I first walked through the doors and sat down and chatted to Steg G, I was just almost a year on the other side of a really big injury. I had a brain injury, I had a brain aneurysm, and almost died, and was quite a long time recovering. And I started to look for something else to do other than just life, other than just being a mum and going to my work. I thought I need to learn something new. I need to get my brain back in practice of learning new things and doing new things. And I went in for a conversation and didn't really expect to walk out being told you can have a radio show if you want. So it was a bit of an unexpected adventure that I went on. I'm from Govan and I live in Govan, and to be on Sunny Govan is a wee bit starstruck, to be quite honest, at first. But I started doing that show and I interview different guests in my show. And it's about, I'm all about, and all my stuff is about motivating people, inspiring people, empowering people, letting folk understand that there's maybe another way to look at it. So I interview different guests on all of my shows. They chat to me about life or about something they've overcome or maybe something new that they've created, and they pick some of their favourite music, and it's always a really great conversation, a real highlight of my week recording the show. And during these days, these 3 years of me creating that show, I have interviewed folk like Eddie Reader has been on my show, Karen Dunbar, the comedian's been on my show. Lots of amazing people have been on my show, including politicians as well. Kezia Dugdale's been on it, Hamza Yousaf's been on it, and the First Minister was actually on it in May 2019 as well, which was really exciting for me. And actually one of the first questions I asked her, her answer ended up being covered in all the newspapers, and it all started in Sunny Govan. I asked her about imposter syndrome, and she said of course she's had it, and literally even the Loose Women were doing a piece on it, and nobody ever mentioned Sunny Govan, but I knew, First Minister knew, we at Sunny Govan all knew that conversation had happened because of Sunny Govan. And so Sunny Govan helped me get better, I'll be honest, and not only did it help me recover from my brain injury, it helped me remember that I can do new things. Learning how to work a radio station is a wee bit complicated and intimidating at first, and I learned how to do that. And now in the pandemic I've learned how to record remotely and to edit my show, and all things that I never thought that I would possibly be learning how to do. But what's most important for me is it's helped me discover something that I just love, that I can't imagine myself without Sunny Govan now, without doing my radio show. I do a podcast as well now, and I contribute to other radio stations sometimes, and it's just been such a great adventure. And it's such, the fact that somebody can walk in off the street and sit down and chat and end up going on a journey that helps them recover from almost dying, that helps them find something they're so passionate about. And then all my guests come on the show, and I hear from all the people that listen to my show quite often, like maybe on my social media, about how much they really enjoyed this show or that show. Depending on who my guest is, we can have listeners from all over the world, never mind all over Glasgow. Do you know what I mean? Sunny Govan is such a vital service, and I don't think you will find another radio station that has as many different shows on it for different people to listen to and to enjoy. And sometimes it's a bit random, and I love that Sunny Govan's a bit random sometimes. So I hope that you can support us in our GoFundMe campaign. Got another just under £20,000 to raise, and every penny that you donate is helping a real station and a project that is the heart of the Govan community, that helps so many people, that does such amazing work. And the future without Sunny G would just be awful, not just for me but for all the people involved and all the people that aren't involved yet, because that door is always open to anybody. All right, it's not physically open just now, but coming into Sunny G and having a cup of tea and chatting to them and discovering something about yourself you never knew is not restricted to me. It's happened to hundreds of people. So I hope that you can support us, and I thank you if you do.